All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Glory Ain't Free. It's because I keep seeing this pattern where people want it all without doing anything for it. And this is my rant, I guess, against entitlement again. Because people know that victory takes work. If you want to win at something, that means you have to practice. And the bigger the competition, the more perfect you have to practice. You have to be prepared for everything. And then you have to execute when that time is due. And I think as a society, we've gotten that lazy, where people don't want to work for victory, but they want to show up to hog the photo op of glory. And if victory isn't free, glory ain't free either. And you can't keep taking shortcuts and expect it to be on the mountaintop or at the throne. How can you do that? How can you expect that? Because everybody wants the glory. But your glory has to have a resume attached to it. And a lot of times when it's time to put in the work to build that resume, people come up missing. And that's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Because ultimately what winds up happening is it's all talk. You know, and people don't want to admit it's all talk. People don't want to say to themselves that they want somebody else to go out into the world and do the heavy lifting for them and then come back to them with the trophy, and they want to take the picture. They want to be on the front page. They want to say it's me. They want their name in the box score and the stat sheet for doing this, that, and the third. They want to erase who's the real MVP and write themselves in because they want the glory. But see, when it's time to put up a shut up, they Houdini, they disappear. And I find this is ridiculous. Part of the social media culture, where if you get enough people to follow you and you get enough likes, that's the equivalent to putting in the work. But it's not. So you can have less followers and less likes than people and be ahead of them in life. That's pretty much normal. But people want to look at attention and fame and glory as a currency because you wouldn't do the work to actually earn the glory. Like, everybody has a path. Everybody has a journey. You know, everybody is going to get there in a different way. You know, everybody has their lane. But the problem with people who are looking for glory, they don't want to stay in their lane. They want your lane. They don't want to work in your lane, but what they want is to reap the benefits of the success in your lane when everything is done. That's why I'm saying glory ain't free. You know. And it's sad because in some ways, you know, people actually put themselves in a position to say, okay, if I put myself in this circle, it's going to put me in this class, and that's going to put me out there as this. That's not the case. Like, people might not like you like they like the people that you're associated with. See, they've earned their stripes. They got their respect. They put up their numbers and stats. They've got their history, you know. So just because you're associated with them doesn't mean you get their glory. Use it in a music reference. You know, usually you have an artist that has proven themselves, introduce the world to a new artist. But see, they can't write the songs for them. They can't perform for them. They can't catch the people's attention for them. They can only introduce them. So, you know, sometimes people want, and then people fall out because they want that other person's glory, but they don't want to do what it took for that person to get that glory. They just, you know, they figure since I'm under your umbrella, I'm automatically written into all of your benefits and all of your hard work and labor and all the bridges that you've made and the road that you've paved. I get everything from this. And you don't. Because glory ain't free. You wasn't there on those hard, lonely nights. You wasn't there when you had to prove it to yourself and the world at the same time. You wasn't there for those tough moments that made that person who they were, you know. But that's the problem. We want the glory. We glory hogs. And some people don't get it. And personally, I don't understand why. Because it really doesn't matter. I can put this to anything. When you're a kid, they have you work in groups, and you know there are people in your group who don't contribute, but they show their front and center when it's time to write A or B on that grade. They wanted the glory, but they didn't put in. But it ain't free, and then they get accustomed to living like that. Oh, because you successful and I'm hanging out with you, that means I'm successful. No. Mm-mm. You're not them. You didn't do what they did. You know, sometimes people are trying to live off of nepotism. You know, I come from these people who have this lineage, and because I come from these people, I'm great by default. No, your people are great by default. Now you have to pick up the mantle and be just as great as them on the platform that they built. See, you glory ain't free for you too, even if you were born into a good situation. It ain't free. You know, in the simplest of sense, it's kind of like liposuction. You know, you didn't want to go on a diet. You didn't want to exercise. What you wanted to do is keep doing what got you overweight, and then go to the doctor's office and get liposuction because you were being lazy. And you wanted the body of a person who put in the work without putting in the work. But all you did was make your body look horrible because now you need another surgery because your skin is out of whack. Because you want the glory for free. You didn't earn your six-pack, you bought it. And since you're going to continue to do the same thing, you're going to need another liposuction. And I've seen those people, you know, got lap band surgery, and then they continued to eat, and they broke the lap band. That was back in the day. Excuse me, I got a headache. Because they just wanted the glory of losing the weight for public appearance, but keep the same habits. And that's why glory ain't free. Because glory comes with habits. And if you don't want to have the habits to be successful or the habits for victory, once you make it a habit to just show up for the photo op, you become an enemy to the person that did all the work. And what then? Because they're not going to want you around. Because they know what you about. They know, when it's time to put in the work, hey, you here? Busy, click. When it's time to figure out what to do, you there? Busy, click. When it's time to put your money where your mouth is, I got a little thing going on, click. When you actually really need some help and you need somebody to get you back, I'm sure you'll figure something out. And then they have to go figure something out, right? Click. And then they win. And guess who showed up front and center? We did it. You ain't do nothing. Glory ain't free, pimp. We out.